What I want to talk about first, as I look at this, some of the things I think about in terms of composition. And here, the main focus point is going to be right up here. The strongest contrast is going to be right in that area of the painting. The tree, which is kind of dark and stops right here, I'm going to extend it out because there'd be too much pattern going in through there. So I'll just softly take that out, lift some of this out in this area, and then come in with this color, which I'll talk about in a second. What I want to emphasize here, and why I did this sketch to start with, is the curvilinear soft diagonals and rhythm in this composition. That's what this painting's about. So when you see the rhythm and that curvilinear movement that comes through this composition with the sweeping shamisa against the adobe rhythm, that's what I want to emphasize. It's going to be pleasing to the eye. Now I'm going to come back, as I said, with the viridian and the quinacridone rose and start to put in these tree patterns. So I want this to be a little darker. Again, the viridian is a mineral color, and it's a high density pigment that's going to hold a little better. And the quinacridone rose is a synthetic organic, very light, finely ground pigments that are harder to lift, but are very transparent. We'll just take this and start to build, and I want this pretty dark. The thing that I try to tell everybody, it's more important to get the movement and the feel of the painting right rather than to get it exactly right in terms of what that tree looks like, because when you go back to wherever you live, no one's going to know if that tree was moved, if it was exactly that shape, but it's important that it works with the painting. So that's the key. So I'm looking at creating some interesting pockets of light and shadow in the tree, and I want to come in with a few little dry brush marks that are going to work with the curvilinear movement of this composition. Expand the brush, play and just dance with it, see where it goes. Create that movement, listen to the paint, listen to the rhythm, and have fun. Now I see a little bit of a darker mark here, so I'm going to use an ultramarine violet and maybe a little of that permanent orange to neutralize it so it's not quite as bright, and just come in and create a little bit of a secondary near horizontal movement that's repeating this, and it is the front of this wall that can barely be seen. Get a little of that in there. Sometimes I'll use my fingers and just paint, and gives it a nice transition, you see, kind of moving down into some of these lower areas. Just take it right out of the tube, see what happens. So that'll work.